This is how to format your Works Cited page using mybib.com. So visit the homepage, mybib.com, and then you can sign in with Google. Once you're into the main page, you want to click Start a New Project, and you can title that project here, Works Cited Page. And if you're doing several different pages, you might want to give it a different title. And then you want to check and make sure that you are using MLA 8 or whatever your teacher is asking you to use in terms of citation format. And then just click Create Citation. It's going to give you the option to create a citation for a website, book, journal, or video. If you don't see any of those options that match what you're looking for, you can go to More, and then you can see many different options here. I'm going to start with an online article. So I'm going to go to the article and select the full URL. I could just put it in for website, but if I want to be a little bit more particular, I can come down here to news article and then paste the website in here. So when I do that, you can see that it's done a pretty good job of pulling all of the information. And the thing I like about My Bib is it also tells you if this is a credible site or not. So it says this is probably credible. They couldn't verify the quality of the publisher, but everything else seems to be here. Now the next thing you're going to do is follow this arrow, and it's going to pull up all of the information that it was able to extrapolate from the URL web address. The only thing that I see missing here, it has all the key information. The only thing I'm seeing missing is the date access reviewed, and I can just click today because that's when I did that. And then it's going to preview the citation at the bottom. If I'm satisfied with it, I can click Save. So it's as simple as that for a website. Let's try a PDF off of a search engine. I'm using ProQuest to find this article, this scholarly article. This is something kind of cool that I hadn't seen before with some of the other Works Cited generators. So here's my PDF for this scholarly article. I'm going to download it. It didn't like that. Let's try one more time here. Okay, when I download the PDF, it's going to pop up right down here. So going back over to My Bib, this is something kind of different. Click Create Citation to add your second citation. See this option here for drag and drop a scholarly PDF? I can literally just drop this in here and it pulls most of the information. Again, I'm going to follow this arrow. And it's saying we couldn't detect the issue number for this journal article. Please check the source. Does it have an issue number? Okay, let me come back over to the source. I can see that the issue here is 7. If I didn't see that information there, I could go to Abstract Details, and that's going to give me the full information that I would need to do my citation. So I can see it's from issue number 7. Let me come back over here. Yes, it does. What's the issue number? 7. Next. It's going to tell me if there was any other key information it was missing. It looks like it pulled almost everything. It couldn't find the database name, and I know where I found it using ProQuest. So I'll go ahead and type that in. URL, let's include that. You want to go down to the document URL and get the full site there. I'm going to pop that in. You might see this occasionally. This is the unique number that goes along with this particular document. So I'm going to come back here, and here it is. It's the document ID. It's not 100% necessary, but you want to put in as much information as you can. So I'm going to put in that document ID. And then it looks like I have everything, so I'm going to click Save. And you'll notice that it's starting to alphabetize my Works Cited page here. And I can click them if I need to edit any of them. I can do so from here if I forgot something. So let's do one more. Let's try a video. Found this video on YouTube. I'm just going to pull the URL, copy it, come back over here to My Bib. I'm going to create a citation. This one's a video. Paste that in. Okay, I'm going to go to the arrow. We couldn't detect the video author. Check the source. Does it have a video author? Okay, it does. The author was right here, McGraw-Hill. This is kind of a cool option too. So I'm going to tell it, yes, it does. And look, it asked me for a first and last name. Well, that was a corporate author, not a person. So the cool thing is right here is if you click on this, you can switch it between a person mode or organization mode if you have a company or corporate author. So I'm going to paste that in there, and you can even add multiple authors, which is awesome. Date access reviewed, I'm going to put today. Other than that, everything looks good, so I'm going to save that. Let's do one more, which is a book. Okay, I've got a book right here called Game Changer. This is kind of another cool feature of My Bib, is I can just type in the ISBN, which is found on the inside cover of all books. So I'm going to type in this ISBN for this book here in front of me and hit search. And there it is. It was able to pull all the information for that book. Okay, again, I'm just going to look at authors. Okay, got this one incorrect. So this one should actually be Colby Sharp. So again, you can do an auto cite, but you always want to double check. You're responsible for the information that gets put in here. So you always want to make sure that you have all of the information to the best of your ability that you can find. And I do see an editor in here, so I'm going to go ahead and put her in here as well. Okay, date published. And that looks like the original date of publication because this isn't a second version. Title looks good. There's no edition. Publisher is correct. There's no URL because it is a physical book. And that should be everything. So let's go ahead and click save. Okay, so you can see I've got 4 citations going here. They're all in alphabetical order. When I'm done creating my citations, I'm going to go ahead and download the works cited. Oops, let's come back for a second. Let's check off all of these because it's going to want to know which sources, which citations do you want in your works cited. I want all of them. Now click download works cited. Easiest option is going to be click on Google Drive. You've already logged in using Google, so it knows that you want to use your school account. Hopefully this will work. It's very slowly pushing this to my Google Drive. Okay, so it looks like we're having some issues with Google Drive now, but this is great because I can show you a couple of other ways that you can get your information into your paper if Google Drive isn't working as an option because Google's down right now. Easiest way to do it is actually copy and paste, and you can see that it formats it properly. And in this, with this website, if you click to copy and then you go into your drive, you can either open a new blank document, or if you're working on a paper, you would actually just paste this right into the paper. Right click and paste. And the nice thing is this program will maintain the formatting of the works cited for MLA. Only thing I'm noticing here is it did not keep it in Times New Roman 12-point font. That's an easy fix. Control A to select everything. And go ahead and go down to Times New Roman. And just double check your margins on this. Okay, everything looks good. So you're all set. And you can close out of there. If you're logged in, this is going to be saved on here so that you can access it at any time under this project page. And that is your works cited page using mybib.com. Thanks for coming by.